Welcome back to Player Profiler News PrimeTime. I'm your host on Tuesdays, Jake, as always. You can follow me on X, Twitter, whatever you call it, at Louis Lewis 5. That's Lewis, Lewis, and the number 5. It's also right there on the screen for you. Today, I have a guest. I will introduce him in a minute. The NFL season is right around the corner. You could taste it. I could taste it. And preseason, I mean, heck, we had a game last week and it's almost here. For today's episode, though, we're going to give you our sleepers of the year and give you a little bonus of who we are fading and why. We got a lot to cover today. So without further ado, let's get fantasy. I'm joined today by the man, the myth, the legend, Billy. Thanks for coming on. I know I did a show with you, an episode with you earlier in the year. Just introduce yourself again and let the people know a little bit more about you.
My name is Bill, lifetime sports fan, big Wisconsin sports fan, Brewers, Bucks, Packers, Badgers, you name it. I watch pretty much everything. I even watch a little WNBA now, believe it or not.
Yeah, it's a little down now that Caitlin Clark has been missing a few games, but
a little bit of a bummer.
It's all right. Andrew Reese will brick it anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways, tell me what the heck did you do this past weekend? Like every time I look at your social media or anything like that, you are off doing something. What are you doing?
I ended up going to a movie convention down in Rosemont for like scary horror movies.
Okay.
And I met Robert Englund, infamous Freddy Krueger.
Okay. So, yeah, because I always see you like, if there's an open door, you're finding it. That's for sure. I can tell you that.
Right across the street was the National Sports Card Convention.
Okay.
And that was
Nationals.
Pure chaos if anyone was down there.
Yeah, my brother went down there, I think Wednesday or something like that, and just missed Tom Brady the day before or after.
They were trading sports cards in that hotel till I went to bed at 1:30 in the morning, and that place was still packed in the lobby. It was insane.
I bet. Well, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. I like having you on here. I mean, once again, we probably should just make this a reoccurrence all the time, especially with the season coming up. And,
I can't wait.
We could give our starts and sits of the week every week and give our little player props. That's something maybe we could work out.
We could work
but
that.
It's always great that a relative of mine shares the same kind of passion with, fantasy sports and sports in general. It means a lot to us. But let's get into some of our sleepers. I'll let you kick it off with whatever position you want to do. We're going to do a quarterback, tight end, running back, wide receiver. I'll let you start it off.
We'll just start off at quarterback. And this year, I absolutely love Baker Mayfield. He is my guy this year. I mean, you look at his stats, 2023, 4,000 yards passing. Last year, 4,500 yards passing. He went from 28 touchdowns to 41 touchdowns. His rushing yards went from 163 to 378 last year. And then his wide receiving core, can you get better than that? Godwin.
I mean, they did.
Yeah. Evans, Mbuka, McMillan. I think they even still have Sterling Shepard, and they drafted, Tez Johnson?
Yeah.
The running backs are deep. He's still got Cade Otton. I mean, even if they have an injury or two in that team, they have so much depth. I don't think it's going to stop them.
Yeah, I mean, they drafted Mbuka for a reason. Now you don't have to rush back Chris Godwin by any man. And from everything I've been hearing is he's the most targeted wide receiver right now at Bucks camp.
It's sounding like they love him.
Yeah. I mean, they just add him. The only thing that I'd concern is, maybe the offense coordinator, but it's still somebody that they had in house. So I mean,
Yeah.
you see it year in, year out. It's not like they went out and got somebody new. And I do like Baker this year. With that, I'm going to get in mine. I know originally we talked about it, and I had Dak Prescott on the dock. I'm going to switch it up though. I'm going to ask you though, Bill. Let me know, what are your thoughts on these numbers? 3,245 passing yards and 19 touchdowns. What is your thoughts on those numbers?
Average, a little above average.
I
not overly impressed, but
honestly, I think they're just terrible. But the next season, this guy had 4,438 yards passing and 29 touchdowns with the new offense coordinator that year. And on top of that, this quarterback finished as quarterback 10 that year with the new offense coordinator. I am going to say, do you know who this guy is? You won't even know it. Here, I'll give you the guys that I'm going to say, but I'm going with Caleb Williams just because, Ben Johnson is now the offensive head coach, and he's an offensive head-minded coach, and that's what Caleb Williams needed. And Caleb Williams, you said his average, or those numbers by Jared Goff were average. Caleb Williams' rookie year, he had over 3,500 yards, 20 touchdowns. He also had 483 yards on the ground, which, I don't know if you even thought about that. I didn't know he had that.
Probably one of the worst offensive lines you'd ever seen in your life.
My God, that guy was just running for his life. But what did Ben Johnson do when he got there? Let's add all pro players, Joe Thuney, and buff up the offensive line in general, drafting a couple. And he's got the offense coordinator, Ben Johnson, or head coach, and he's been dominating in this league as an OC the last couple of years. Hell, last season he could have picked anyone, any team he wanted to go to, but he decided to go back to the Lions. He didn't want to coach, Jaden Daniels or anything like that. This year, same thing. He could have went down to and had Trevor Lawrence or whatever he wanted to do. He didn't want that. He wanted Caleb Williams. And I'm going to say this right now, Caleb Williams is going to be the first Bears 4,000 yard passing this year easily. I don't see how.
I can see that.
And, last year he had 3,500 with a terrible offense line running for his life. This year, great offense line on paper. Let's just put that on paper. And your first 2 draft picks this year, you get more playmakers. That might not have been the smartest move, but I just think that he is currently going in the 10th round at 10:02 and the 13th quarterback off the board. How do you not take that late in the draft? And I'm going to say he's going to finish as QB6 on the year. Oh yeah, hot take. I know.
That's high.
I think he's going to just do it. Heck, we looked and I gave you the numbers that Jared Goff did, and he was QB 10. But he doesn't add that rushing upside that Caleb Williams does. And I just think he could easily get there, I feel.
And let everyone know, we're Packer fans, and we're saying this about a Bears quarterback, which is hurtful. But we are.
I still owe my viewers on my podcast a bet I did last year. I got to eat crayons because I said he was going to get over 30 passing touchdowns and 4,000 yards, and neither one of them happened, unfortunately. So I still owe my viewers some of that chewing chalk, whatever you want to say about crayons. Give me your running back. Who are you very high on?
I'm glad you said running back because, again, as a Packer fan, this hurts me to say it, but I picked DeAndre Swift.
Oh, boy.
Because when you look at it, we had a draft full of running back depth. And the Bears are like, we're good with DeAndre Swift. They didn't draft, a running back till the 7th round?
7th round, Kyle Minogue guy.
Which means Swift is pretty much the guy. I mean, unless Roshan Johnson?
Roshan Johnson. I don't see him being much of
Swift
anything.
had like what, 70% share of running last year, and he almost had 1,000 yards against behind a just awful offensive line.
Yep. We
So
already
now,
talked about that. It's
if the
just
line's even better, how is he not getting 1,000 yards plus this year?
absolutely. I
And he
just
can receive too. And you're
yep.
talking about a running back can get maybe what, in the 5th round?
Yeah, I think that's where he's going. Actually, I think he's going later than that, to be
I mean,
honest.
I would take that in a heartbeat. Like, there's no one really threatening him. He's gonna get most of the touches. If
Oh
he's
yeah,
like your RB2
absolutely.
or 3 on your team, I'm comfortable with that.
Oh, especially with, injuries, I think this year is going to happen at the running back position, unlike last year. I mean, you've seen a lot of running backs truly did not get injured besides Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Don't draft him, right?
Pick one last year. Yeah.
Yep. Let me just he's going at 609 on Player Profiler. It shows the 22nd running back off the board.
And
I
he's
think
the
he's going to
unquestioned one.
yeah. I totally agree. I think he's going to be beat his ADP for sure.
For the most part, this is like a contract year for him too, for the most part. So
Yep.
he's going all out.
Oh yeah, I mean, and like you said earlier, and we mentioned it, the offensive line just got that much better, and he almost rushed for 1,000 yards.
I mean, the first quarter of last year, like, he was one of the top running backs in the league.
Yep.
And then that whole line really fell apart.
That whole team did, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard when you had 3 different coaching switches or whatever it was, and it's just a hot mess.
It was a real hot mess.
For me at running back, I love TreVeyon Henderson. I cannot say anything bad about him. I mentioned him last week as a riser based on training camp news, but in drafts, mock drafts I've been doing or fast drafts, I cannot pass on this guy at in the 6th round. Like,
without doubt.
His ADP is 601 and he's RB 19. I just cannot pass on him. I mean, even same thing with DeAndre Swift as running back 21, 22. You can't pass on it. Heck, we remember a guy that Josh McDaniels had back in the day that was a scat back. I mean, James White, we know that should have been the MVP of the Super Bowl. I mean, we agree that. And growing up in Wisconsin, we've watched him with Melvin Gordon, Monte Ball. That team was amazing. Could not believe they didn't do better. But yes, James White. Do you remember what he finished on the season as a RB?
James White?
Yeah. In 2018.
I don't know. But he had some nice receiving yards. I remember that.
He is RB6 on the year. RB6. Like, yeah, I mean, this guy, and then the following year finishes up with RB18. Those were his 2 best years. Do you think he was RB6? No, not really, but he gave you what you needed in PPR leagues. And Henderson is way faster, way more explosive, and he's just going to dominate. We've seen it in college playoffs where he took that 75-yard like dump off pass for the touchdown right before halftime. And this offensive line got better. And, Mike Vrabel, we've seen what he's done in the past with his offense with Derrick Henry, DeMarco Murray. That's kind of what I see right now is DeMarco Murray and Henry combined. And then again, we've seen what Josh McDaniels does with his running backs in the past. He schemes them up for one-on-one matchups, get them all into open space, and let them dominate. And we've seen what Henderson can do last year. I feel like also this is going to be kind of like a Zeke and Tony Pollard split kind of, they're going to both be fresh, I would not be surprised if next year we are comparing this backfield almost to the Lions, like as in,
Yeah, I can see that.
Stevenson being Montgomery, but Gibbs to Henderson. I think he could easily be the Henderson going forward.
Yeah,
for the
I can
Patriots.
see that.
And then
it's one of those things. If you have your draft early, I'd get him now because after a few preseason games, he might rise fast.
I totally agree with you, and I said that even on last episode. I would not be surprised if he sneaks into back half of 4. I mean, that's another whole round at least. But I can see him moving up draft boards immediately once he displays. And heck, we have our drafts in a couple weeks. So don't tell anyone about this show, right?
Yeah,
no, spread it around. Tell everyone. Give us your wide receiver.
Ooh, who do I got for wide out? Let me see here.
I'm pretty sure based on the doc of what we were talking about.
Who did I have for wide? Oh, I actually have Stefon Diggs.
Yep.
Because everything I'm hearing now to camp is he's ready to go. It kind of sounds like he's not going to miss any time. Like he might be ready week 1. And if you're sitting in a draft and everyone's thinking, oh, he's going to be out till week 4, 5, 6, and you draft him a little later and you get him week 1 on a team that pretty much doesn't have a lot of veteran wide receiver experience, he could be that guy, like gets like 10 receptions a game. Like he might not blow it open anymore, but he might be a PPR beast, in my opinion.
Yep. And I just looked it up. He is going 701.
Yeah.
And you're not going to find much value after the first 5, 6 rounds. I mean, you will find value, but you just got to find those diamond in the roughs.
He's going to be the number 1 on a team with Drake May.
Oh,
and like
absolutely.
if you can get that in the 7th round,
yeah,
sign me up.
And then again, Mike Vrabel, you kind of look at that. Maybe that's his AJ Brown,
Possibly.
And I mean, I don't know if he's still with Cardi B or anything like that, but he's not. Keep him away from boats. Keep all athletes away from boats. I just keep them all away from boats. But I mean, he looks fantastic from what I've heard and seen on Twitter Space, and it's kind of like him and Rashee Rice, like both at full speed with their knee injuries. They both are now pretty much recovered, how it sounds like. Unlike
they're good.
a guy I might be talking about later on of who I would fade, but well, that's just a little sneak peek. But yeah, I absolutely, I totally agree. I like Diggs where he is. I mean, heck, I contacted you about trying to trade for Diggs.
I mean,
you didn't really give me a good answer of which league, and you didn't reply back. So
yeah, I know.
Didn't like that comment back. But
he was doing well. Was Houston last year before he got hurt? Like he was looking good, and that was being the number 2 on the team.
Absolutely.
Now he's going to be the number 1 again.
Yep. I mean,
he might be that guy though too. Does really good the first half. You might want to trade him mid-season because just in case.
For Dynasty, absolutely. It's so hard to trade in redraft leagues. But I would say Dynasty for sure. I mean, if you're not a contender, absolutely trade him for as high as you could get. You might as well sell it while it's hot. But but definitely.
Even this redraft, like if he's your wide receiver, say 3, and your running back gets hurt, he's expendable. Like you could trade him, recoup your running back.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Agreed. I do like that selection. For me, again, I'm going to switch it up on our doc. I had Matthew Golden,
He's
originally everything I've heard is every drive Jordan Love is throwing a slant to him at least one time per drive. And a staff member said he is a clear-cut number 1. It's not even close. But I am going to pass on him, and I'm going to pick Josh Downs.
Okay.
I know the camp is buzzing about Anthony Richardson playing better, looking better. I know he is not accurate quarterback, but last season when Richardson and Downs were together, he had 3 games where he finished as wide receiver 14 or better. He finished, I think, 14, 8, and 6. And they only played together for 8 games. So every third game, you're a top 14 wide receiver with an inaccurate quarterback. I mean, that's pretty good tasting, but if Richardson takes that step up and is playing better than what he did last year, worst case scenario, you got the same Richardson. Okay. You get still every third, you finish top 15, say, every third game. Best case scenario, he plays with the Richardson that got better, more accurate, more targets for downs, that means, and probably running wild out of the slot. And another best case scenario is if he plays with Daniel Jones.
Just going to say that.
If he plays with Daniel Jones, man, I am going to be screaming from the mountaintop because that is probably the best case scenario.
I mean, Malik Neighbors didn't have any issues with him.
Absolutely not, besides that one ball that he got concussed on. But,
yeah.
I was going to bring that up, actually. Giants last year with Jones and Malik Neighbors. In 8 games, how many times did Neighbors get targeted with Daniel Jones as his starter?
I know it's a lot. I don't know the numbers, though, but
94.
That was his guy.
94 in 8 games? Whew. And, you might say, okay, Jake, Neighbors is a clear-cut number 1 receiver on his team. Okay. Look at Wan'Dale Robinson in 10 games with Daniel Jones. 84 targets. 84 targets. I'll take that. 8.4 targets a game. And Downs is a far more superior athlete than Wan'Dale and better receiver Wan'Dale will ever be. I'm predicting, Downs at least 150 targets this year.
I could see that.
And he is going, and that's just way too high for a guy that's going in the turn at 7 and 8 this year. And the 48th wide receiver off the board. I got to smash. I got to hit that. That is my guy I got to take at that round, in those rounds.
For him, it might not matter who the quarterback is.
No. As long as he stays healthy, and that's the biggest issue with Downs. He always has that ankle injury going into the season. Last year, he missed the first couple of games, came back, had and then was, I think, wide receiver 6 that following week or wide receiver 8. I think he had 4 or 5 that he was top 14 or 15 last year. But I just, I don't see how he doesn't get 150 targets on this team right now. And they're going to be hopefully quality targets. Yeah. That's the problem. We'll see.
I'll take it, though.
Oh, absolutely.
At that draft position, I'll take it.
Absolutely. Give me your tight end.
Okay, this is a sleeper because I don't even know if he's getting drafted in some leagues. I would take Kig from Tennessee.
That's spicy.
Think about this, though. He really hasn't had a quarterback, really, ever. Like, he just hasn't. And I think I've said it written down here. He had, 52 receptions last year, about 500 yards?
Yep, almost.
When he actually got targets towards the end of the year, those weeks 14, 15, 16, he was getting about 8, 10 targets a game. His receptions were 8, 9, and 5, 59 yards, 81 yards, 42 yards. That ranked for tight end 7 one week, tight end 2 1 week, tight end 18. He now has a quarterback from college whose tight end in college was Royo.
Yep.
Who got drafted high. And that guy only played that 1 year at tight end, basically. And he had 35 catches for over 500 yards and 7 touchdowns.
Yep.
They're similar build, similar height.
Yeah.
And rookie quarterbacks love tight ends.
That's their security blanket, absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
and Kig loves the big play downfield.
Yeah, I mean, he is your home run.
Yeah,
from underneath. Yeah, he's going at 16-10.
Yeah. And you
So
got a
he's not
wide
even drafted in most leagues, and 26 tight end off the board.
in your wide receiving core. I mean, okay, you got Calvin Ridley.
Ugh. After that, what?
Tyler Lockett, who's like 80 years old, I think. And then a bunch of rookies.
Yep. You got DK, you got
throw a dart, take Chig as your backup tight end.
Yeah, absolutely. Or even, you could use this for even more than just redraft leagues for, dynasty. Throw a
Especially
fourth or a
Dynasty.
third. Throw a fourth or a third at them, and I'm sure
Mhm.
you might even get them for a third.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you're talking a guy with basically no quarterback really to speak of for 3 years, and he's still getting 50 catches a year,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden he's got a quarterback who can actually throw the ball and likes to throw to the tight end because he's done it in college.
Yeah. Akonku, just looking up his stats the last couple years, he had 70 targets, 52 catches last year,
Yeah.
and 77 the year before with 54 catches. I mean, he's averaging at least 500 yards every year for the last 3 seasons in the
He's
NFL.
one of those few tight ends. He could take it 50, 60, 70
Oh,
yards.
we've seen it last year too.
Not a lot of tight ends can say that.
Yep, absolutely.
And you're telling me he's not really even getting drafted? I'll take him in round 15.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, that's a dart throw. I mean, worst case scenario, he doesn't look good the first couple of years or couple weeks. You're getting a different guy on the off waiver.
Yeah.
Especially late rounds.
But at that round, I'll take the dart throw.
Yep. Absolutely. As for mine, I'm going to switch it up one more time. I did have Travis Kelce as my sleeper. I think I was just more excited that he's available in the 6th round, like 6th, 7th, 8th round, he's available. And the last few years, you look back, where is he going? Top 3 rounds at least, sometimes in the first a couple years ago. So I think it's more that I'm so excited. Trust me, I'm still drafting a whole bunch of Kelce in Fast Draft. Speaking of Fast Draft, use my promo code Lewis and get a dollar for dollar match up to $50. I'm always joining. I'll probably join one right after this. But anyways, going back, you look at, I just draft so many of him, but my guy is Kyle Pitts. I don't know why I say it, but yes, Kyle Pitts. I know he hasn't done much since his rookie season, so 3 dud seasons after that. But all camp, I'm hearing he's building, a chemistry with Michael Penix, and they're doing all this, touchdown after touchdown, pass after pass, and you see Penix coming off the field saying you're going to see a lot more of this and that of him and Pitts getting together. I mean, just you heard the Breakfast Club, right, with Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp back years ago. How about this? Now, the reports are Michael Penix and Kyle Pitts are golfing buddies. Is that a new thing? Golfing buddies? I mean, maybe, but they're spending a lot of time with each other. And essentially, this is his contract year. And
yeah, this is it.
He's still, 24 years old?
I mean,
he's going to get the bag next year easily. Even if he does do only 500 yards, he's still going to get the bag. But I'm just looking at his ADP, 1303. In the 13th round, 16th tight end off the board. This kind of gives me the Julius Thomas and Peyton Manning year when no one knew who Julius Thomas was. That's but Kyle Pitts is known. Julius Thomas put up like 16 touchdowns that year. I could see Pitts getting double digits as long as, they aren't first and goal on the 5 with Bijan getting everything.
Think about this. And this guy's probably getting drafted way higher than Kyle Pitts right now. Who had just as much of a lackluster year as he did last year? Dalton Kincaid. But how much higher is he going?
Let's look. I'm sure it's going to be much higher,
I'm sure he is too.
and it's more. I mean, heck, last year we thought he was going to be the target
Yeah.
earner, and he
Nothing.
did nothing for
Nothing.
us. And besides drop a ball in the playoffs that could have won, he's going around ahead, 1203.
Pitts is going.
Pitts. Let's see. I thought I seen that he was going 1303.
1303.
Yeah, 1303. So a full round ahead of him.
Thought Dalton would be a little higher, but I mean, even at that, I'm like, it's almost the same guy.
Yeah. And I think
Penix is going to throw more than
I
Josh
do too. I think I
And he
know
plays in the dome.
Bijan's going to get his. He always does. But I really like Pitts this year. In the 13th round again.
That's another one. Throw a dart.
And if you don't get, in my eyes, if you don't get Brock Bowers or Trey McBride, you could punt the tight end position late.
You really can.
This year. And like we said, Kyle Pitts, if you just say Kyle Pitts, you're not real comfortable, draft Chigakonku in the 15th, right before the draft ends. And one of those guys are sure to give you top 10 performances week in, week out, I would say. You could punt the draft picks if you're not going to get the top two. Maybe George Kittle you throw in there, but I'm not very high on him this year either.
Where he's going. To predict.
Tight end and quarterback this year, I'm kind of waiting until the ninth double-digit rounds this year. I just don't know.
I mean, you can get Tyler Warren late.
Yep, that's what I was going to say too. But I was like, that's another guy I really like. But since I picked Josh Downs, I don't want to have that cluster.
Yeah.
But before we give you some of our fades, let's hear from the Podfather on the Rabbit from Fast Draft.
You asked, we delivered a full best ball tournament on Fast Draft, but we do it the Fast Draft way, and it's called the Rabbit, because of course it is. 20-second time clock, 15 rounds. These drafts, they take 20 minutes. That's it. So you get a lot of new people coming in and playing, get a lot of best ball bros playing, exploitable ADPs, no rake. It is the best EV in all of fantasy. You should just go to fastdraft.app, use code FAST. You get a $50 deposit match. These things are a blast, and it's the best use of your funds in all of fantasy.
Use promo code Lewis and gives you dollar for dollar match up to $50 on your first deposit. And Fast Draft has promos on Fridays, which you join our Discord, Fast Draft, and we'll put the promos right there and you could win promo bucks. Join. All right, now let's get into our couple fades. Let's just do a couple of them.
Okay.
I know you got a whole list. You probably already have.
I got a couple. People absolutely hate me for one of them.
Well, let's hear it.
I'm fading Josh Allen. And here we go. Ready for passing yards since 2022. 2022, he had about 4,300. Same as for 2023. 2024, 3,700 yards, dropped 600 yards. Touchdowns the last 3 years, 35 to 29 to 28 passing. Rushing yards, 762 to 524 to 531. That kind of held the same. But his wide receiver core is awful. Shakir, who's already hurt, sounds like in camp. Keon Coleman, who did nothing. Dalton Kincaid, who did nothing. Joshua Palmer and Elijah Moore and Curtis Samuel. And you're telling me he's the number one quarterback off the board? With that wide receiving core?
He's MVP.
If he has any injury with his leg or his ankle and he has to solely rely on passing, he's cooked. Yep. And his running back situation is a total mess right now.
Yes.
They're telling me he's got no wide receiving core, really. Running backs are a mess.
Yep.
You want me to take him as the number one quarterback on the board?
I'm
not. It's not happening for me.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I did a fade, and I'm fading probably the top 5 quarterbacks in most leagues. I just feel like the value of getting them in the second, third, fourth. I mean, fourth round, maybe I'll take a stab if a couple of them are there. But Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson in the second round, I'm kind of scared by that.
Yeah.
I just would much rather punt and get a better value of a
I'd
wide
rather
receiver or running
You had
back.
a Mayfield or Patrick Mahomes later, or a Jordan Love, who everyone I think forgot he was hurt also last year.
I mean, yeah, he hurt his knee right away. I mean, you and I watched Jordan Love.
He wasn't right all year.
No, he hurt his knee. We thought he was tore his ACL right away. And on the final play in Brazil, that was a terrible field to play on in general. And everyone was scared of him and are still scared of him. But then he had his groin injury. And again, he couldn't run. He couldn't do what he wanted to do. So what did the McFleur do? Hands the ball off all day to Josh Jacobs. That offense line got better this year.
Yeah.
And your receivers got better. I mean, yeah, I understand you don't have maybe Christian Watson was your field stretcher. Well, guess what? You got Matthew Golden that I really love. And
actually catch it.
Yes, absolutely. He's not going to drop the opening 75-yard touchdown as a rookie. But yeah, I definitely agree. And again, Jordan Love 2 years ago was quarterback 5.
And I hate to say it, Josh Allen was kind of due to get hurt. I hate to say it, but for a running quarterback, he's been pretty healthy.
He's a running quarterback.
Roll the dice again.
I don't see James Cook getting 16 touchdowns again this year. There's no way.
I think he holds out and they don't sign him. Why would I pay that much money for a running back that gets, 40, 45% share running and pay him that much?
Yeah. I mean, he had 4 rushing touchdowns going into the season last year?
Yeah, and then he had 1 year
explosed for 16.
Yeah, and touchdowns are so unpredictable.
Yeah, that's a guy I'm fading for sure is James Cook this year.
I'm not touching it. I'll take Davis.
Oh, Davis, yeah.
I ain't touching Cook.
Cook, I mean, this is a bonus take of who to fade, but Cook, I just can't. Last year, I think 53% of his points came from touchdowns. His 16 touchdowns gave him all those points. I think he had 19 total with 3 receiving. But I don't like it. And years prior, he only had a couple here, a couple there. I think Ray Davis now could be that goal line back that, why do we want Josh Allen to run it in? We need him for the Super Bowl run that we're going to try and make every year and kick a field goal wide left or right or whatever it was.
Even if Cook comes back, they might be like, I don't care. We're just going to play Davis because we're that down on you now. Like, you haven't been here for the whole camp. Like, whatever. Davis can do the same thing.
Yep. I mean, we seen it when he came on the one game that Cook missed last year. Davis had a great game.
Yeah, he looked good.
And, I mean, also with the whole Josh Allen fade, when your best wide receiver in camp right now, per reports, is Joshua Palmer, I'm not looking too high on that.
Yeah,
he's the most targeted receiver right now that I've seen, and he's played the most out at receiver in that camp. I'm fading.
I just think that entire team's a mess right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the Bills are doing. I just don't.
Well, they get all these old veteran pass rushers, and that's about all they can do, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Joey Bosa.
Let's just fade the Bills this year, except for Davis.
Yeah. All right. Mine is Tony Pollard.
Okay.
A lot of people, he's currently 7-11 off the board, which isn't terrible, but I like players like Caleb Johnson, DeAndre Swift, Kelvin Ridley, Roman Dunze, and Jacoby Myers are going around him. I'd much rather have those guys than Tony Pollard.
Yeah.
Another reason I'm fading him, in the last season from week 13 on, he was 44, 18, 25, 34, did not play, and 33. Those are not good numbers finishing the season.
No.
I understand maybe they had a thought of, hey, our team's kind of, going downhill. Let's just see whatever. But his numbers are declining. His snap percentage is declining. He only averaged 85% of snaps and missed one game from week 13 on. That's not somebody I want to draft in the 7th round. And his counterpart, Tajay Spears, that's a guy I would draft. I would
draft him.
I would draft him later on. And he finished the last 3 seasons as RB5, 13, and 13. If you had him, you probably maybe won your fantasy league in the playoffs with him. I mean, I started him in a couple of mine, and I love my ROI. And I was scared to start him at first, but once he produced, he produced. But Spears had 3 top 13 finishes in the last 3 weeks, where Pollard had 4 top 13 season or finishes all year. I just think another year older, and I'd much rather think about getting Spears in the 11th round than wasting something on Pollard in the 7th compared to each other. I just don't understand it. I like Spears way too much more than Pollard. So I'm staying away from him. If you look at my fast draft, my percentage of Pollard is 0 that I personally drafted. I mean, maybe I got auto drafted once or twice, or, you could set up turbo and the computer drafts for you based on your ADP, but I personally have not selected him.
No.
I just can't. All right, give us your last fade, and I'll give you mine, and we'll get out of here. And
my last fade, you might not like it because we're both Packer fans, but I think Tucker Kraft is going too high.
Ooh. What?
But I mean, he didn't even have Luke Musgrave to compete against last year, and now Luke is back. Luke was actually drafted ahead of Tucker Kraft. Luke had a really good rookie year, so Luke comes back. Matthew Golden is there. Jordan Love is proven he doesn't really care about if he focuses on one guy or not. And Tucker Kraft is being dubbed like the next George Kittle, it seems like. I'm a little hesitant.
Yeah.
Like, I like Kraft, but it was just Kraft last year, basically, it seems. Now he's got Musgrave back.
And I think he just actually walked away with a injured hamstring in practice this past week.
I didn't see that.
I'm pretty sure something along those lines. And again, with these soft tissue injuries so early in camp, you could see these things linger into the season. And, now that they only play 3 games this year, or 3 preseason games now on, he might not even suit up one time. So you don't even know what you're going to get out of Tucker Kraft.
It just seems like there's a big bandwagon on him, but I think as high as what is he going right now? Do you have that?
I could pull it up here. Well,
I'd rather just wait a little while and get another tight end later on, I think, at this point.
I mean, heck, you could get Kyle Pitts on the 13th, right?
Exactly.
Let's see. Tucker Kraft's ADP right now, he is going 10-12, so almost the 10-11 turn. He's a tight end 10 off the board. So, I mean,
tight end 10, maybe.
I think he could give you that value, but at the same time,
I just think expectations are higher than what they're gonna be with him. Just
right. Who would you rather have? Not K-Dot, God. Tucker Kraft or Kincaid? 2 rounds later, I believe he's going off.
I'll still take Kraft.
You're going to take Kraft?
I don't have any faith in that Buffalo offense. I just don't.
No. All right. My last fade is Brandon Aiyuk. I just don't get everyone going after him. He's right now, his ADP is 807. Like, I just don't understand.
Really that high?
He's going that high, and last I had seen. First off, he's coming off a torn ACL. There's no reports like, Rice or Diggs, hey, he's full speed. There's Kyle Shanahan. He's going to be coming along. So most likely he's going to start the year on the PUP list, which is guaranteed 4 games. And you add 2 more games onto it because he's got to get up to, speed and understand how to, get into football shape again. And he's always in Kyle Shanahan's doghouse. So he might not even play for the 49ers by the time he's actually healthy.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Again, give me guys like Josh Downs, Matthew
I'd rather
Golden,
Downs.
his teammates, Juwan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall. Give me those guys that at least I know I'm getting them for a whole season to begin with per injury. Whereas I think Brandon Aiyuk is going to miss the first 6 games. I don't see him playing the first 6 games. And looking back, how bad Aiyuk was last year before his injury, he was wide receiver 65, 45, 49, 56, 11. He had 8 catches for 147 that game. Then went back into a dark hole and was 60. And then the week he got hurt, he was 64th. Do you really want a guy like that in the 8th round? No. And he's not even going to play you the first 6 weeks, probably? No way.
After going through McCaffrey last year, I don't believe a word that comes out of San Francisco's camp anymore. Not a word.
No. I mean, as Randy Jackson would say, nah, dog. That ain't my guy.
Preseason. He's alive. He's great. Week 1. Yeah, he died. It's like, what?
Right before kickoff and all, too. Like, oh, yeah, he's good. It's just cramps and all this and yada, yada, yada. He's on IR. What the heck?
And then he's flying to Germany or something. It's like, what the hell?
Why is he going there? Yeah, and then now, I mean, heck, they keep on releasing more and more receivers. And did you see that they signed Chosen Anderson? Robbie Anderson, Robbie Chosen, I think is his name now. They just signed him and released Marquise Callaway or whatever, but they just keep.
Team. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't.
No, that's a team. I am in on McCaffrey at his value. It's high risk, high reward, though.
Yeah, I mean, if you get, was he like end first?
He's
beginning second?
He's going, I think he's going technically in the 2nd round, quote unquote, but he's going, by the time we're drafting, he's probably going to be 108 or higher, or 108 to 204, probably.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah. I mean, in fast drafts, I'm getting him. Or I'm drafting Jainty at like 109 and 202. I'm getting McCaffrey. That's a great start in fast draft if you could get to it on the rabbit.
That's either going to win it for you or it's going to be
absolutely. Yeah, I feel like I'm in on McCaffrey at his ADP for sure this year. I mean, I think the sweet spot in drafts is back half of the 1st round. Ultimately,
I thought that too, and then I rethought it today.
Yeah,
I almost want to pick in the beginning and get a stud wideout like Chase or Jefferson in that, because then it gives me the leeway come like round 4 or 5. I can take Rashee Rice then, and I can sit on him for those first 4 weeks and not worry about wide receiver. And then when he comes back, that team is really stacked because he probably should have went higher than that, but because of the suspension,
yeah,
which we all
it's
know
going
is
to scare
coming,
a lot of people. Absolutely,
it's driving it down. But if you get Case and say another wide receiver right away, it's like, yeah, I can take Rice now. I don't need to play him week 4.
I think. I mean, you figure what you're going to have Gibbs, you're going to have Bijan right away. Those are the top 3 guys. Barkley, yep. Those are top 3 running backs. Then you throw in, Chase.
Bucky.
You think Bucky's going on? No, he's going in
the 2nd round.
Late 2nd, yeah.
I'm just saying
feel like
in general.
I just like having like maybe like a Nico Collins and St. Brown over like a Chase and T. Higgins, like that's the type of stuff.
I've been seeing that stack a lot. Like if you take Chase, a lot of people are taking T. But I'm like, well, if people are doing that, why aren't people taking Puka and Devontae Adams?
Right. I mean, either one of them, they're going to have to throw. I mean,
he's
I
only
can
going to throw to
understand.
those 2. Let's admit it.
Yeah.
I mean, they might both get 10, 15 targets a game.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing is like the defense is terrible. So you're going to be chucking the ball, Chase Brown, you're going to get a whole bunch of receptions, dunks. I mean, he even is going in the back half of second, early third.
And that's another team in the draft. A ton of running backs, and they were like, nah, we're good with Chase Brown.
Yep.
So
Brooks.
you know he's going to get a mountain share of the carries.
Yep. I think next year he'll be, I think, kind of at that James Cook level of should we stay or should we go? It's going to be, in my opinion, I think every team should just be drafting a running back every 2 to 3 years.
Oh,
it makes no sense to pay some of these guys
unless you're elite.
$20 million. Why?
Yeah, unless you're top 3 or 4 running backs in the league. After that, it's kind of, I mean, you're good, but
yeah,
you saw how many running backs came out this year.
Yeah, if your kid plays sports, switch
at running back
from running back and make him a quarterback or receiver. Just a thought.
or baseball player.
Baseball player. Gosh, soccer has been paid a lot.
Those guys can play for 20 years.
That's true.
But you need 200 and still get a job.
That is true. Well, that is a wrap. I appreciate it. Bill, for jumping on as always. I mean, we'll have to figure out maybe something that we could always jump on maybe once a week or something like that. I know
laugh at me for Josh Allen about week 5, but or maybe I'm right. Who knows?
You never know. That's true. But again, huge shout out. Thank you so much. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, X, whatever you call it, Louis Lewis 5, LEWY, LEWIS, and then number 5. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you fantasy heads next week. Till then, enjoy your week. Peace.
From the Podfather to you, I deeply appreciate you tuning in. And many ask, what can I do? What can I do to help support the hosts, the research they do, the production costs? Go to PlayerProfiler.com, Dynasty Deluxe, World Famous Draft Kit, Rankings, DFS Dominator, and of course, data analysis. Subscribe to any one of those, and you support all of us and take Player Profiler to the moon.